Hi guys, so today we're going to make the little cup that you saw. I don't know if I'm only making one today or a couple or whatever I end up doing, but these are just fun things, and all this stuff came from the Dollar Tree. Whatever you have, you know, obviously you're going to go get little snacks and treats that you can pop into something like this. So this is Taste Freeform Friday. I was going to do something else like a card, and I thought, you know what, no, let's do something like this. It's more of a gift kind of thing. You know, we're ramping up to Christmas here. You guys can see this for Thanksgiving if you have a little Thanksgiving mug and make it, you know, themed that way. Whatever occasion. I used to make these a lot, like, oh man, 10, 15 years ago, I guess. And I remember one time I made one for Dorian's teacher. And, well, we'll talk about it in a minute. Let's talk about that in a minute, because then you'll see kind of what I'm getting at. So, for these little mugs, it's just a candy bouquet, basically. And again, I've been making them for a super long time. I had an old video. I thought I might still have it. And full disclosure, whenever I make my videos, I upload them, and if they're going, it's fine. I delete them, which is probably not the best thing to do, but otherwise I have like terabytes and terabytes of video, and I just can't keep storing everything. So I was looking for this one because I thought, well, maybe I can remaster it and bring it back again, but I did a couple of videos actually in the past. But those are more like in vases and big bouquets, but you do the exact same thing, but you put it in a mug. So really easy, whatever candies you like or your recipient likes, I guess that'd be better for the person. Whatever they like. And then we just decorate them. So you put them on skewers or like little toothpicks. We'll talk about that in a minute. And then you add a little bit of tissue. This is like that cellophane type tissue, again, from the Dollar Tree. This is the kind of thing I like because it's bright and it's like, gets your attention. And this one little boy, he had seen I was bringing it to Dorian's school, and he's like, oh, he's like, is that from Mexico? His little boy. It made me laugh because I'm like, yes. He knew exactly the kind of thing us Mexican gals like. Like, we like it, you know, sparkly, shiny, whatever. It just cracked me up. Like, as soon as he saw it, he's like, oh, that looks... Oh, man. I was like, no, I made it, but it's so funny. Anyway, you can also use just regular tissue paper. I do have some tissue somewhere in this room, but I think I've been arranging things. I might have taken it somewhere else. But either way, you just do the same technique, but you use tissue paper if you want it a little more subdued, but still, you know, fill it. Because basically you're using this stuff to fill the cup and then to cover that your candy's on a skewer, just like on a stick, you know? So these, again, I got at the dollar store. I like getting the clear one just because it adds shininess to it without adding more color. I like the, you know, the red foil, the gold foil, because this is going to be more Christmas. I think these are silver on the inside, though. That's the only bummer. So you have to kind of think about what side you want facing out. Yeah, see? Which is still gorgeous, but... you know, when you wrap it, you're going to see some red and some silver. Or you can use two different, we'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, so you need something like that. Tissue, paper, or like something like this that's going to help you fill it. I like using skewers. They generally have them at the Dollar Tree. They didn't have any this time when I went, because this is kind of like a haul plus the video for the candy bouquet. But these I got, I think, at Daiso. I was going to say, I mean, $1.50, and there were 200 in here. But again, I've been making these things for a while, so I'm running out of... Not running out, but I've used the sticks. But these are a little bit taller. This is probably better for a bouquet, like the, you know, in a vase. But you can also cut these down, you know. I might use these today. I do have just lollipop sticks you can use, you know. These are going to be a little more expensive because the lollipop stick is more expensive than if you just had like wood skewers. I have these really old skewers that are basically like double-sided toothpicks. Well, hello, toothpicks are double-sided. Well, not always, huh? Anyway, they're just called skewers. I don't know. I guess these are for drinks, though, more like for like a martini or something. But this would actually work better today, I think. We'll see. I might have to do a mishmash of different lengths of skewers or sticks. Again, you can normally find them at the Dollar Tree. You can find them in like the cooking section at stores. I do have a little curling ribbon I picked up at the Dollar Tree. I possibly might include this because when you make your little skewers with your candy on it, you can also wrap some of this, and it just looks more festive, or you can just shove some in there, you know, all curled up. However you want to use it. So I did bring that. I don't know if I will 100% use it. Oh, so this is just something fun I found there. Dear Santa, define good. I thought that was funny. And the glass is cute, so this will be... the glass will leave out this year for Santa with his cookies. I did grab some candy canes. You know, these obviously you can just place in there. Just again, whatever candies you like. So I can show you, I guess I grabbed some different, like this guy, he's bigger. Normally I would get like Hershey, like candies I prefer. But since I went to the dollar store, I didn't want to go to another store. So I just grabbed what they had there. These are actually pretty good. Actually, they have peanut butter ones, and then they have the caramel ones, which are better, but they were all gone. They were there the other day. But oh well. I grabbed like this because it's another little idea. Anything that you can like put the skewer on the back and tape on with a good sizing. You know, this one's a big guy. This one's a little more of a medium candy. We have these little coin looking ones. You know, if these are Kisses or Hershey bars, of course the Hershey ones that have the cute little labels. Oh, that reminds me. Have you guys seen the Grinch candies? I saw them at my local Smart and Final, and then I bought one pack, and I went home, and then I was like, I wonder if these are hard to find. So I go on Amazon, of course people are gouging prices for them. I'm like, are you kidding? So I went back and bought some more a couple days later, and then I saw them at my local grocery store for like half the price, but it's okay. They're super cute. This year, that the Hershey Kisses with the Grinch design. But then I thought these are really cute in there because they have like little faces. So I grabbed these, cookies and cream, whatever you like. I mean, these lollipops I think are, I'm not gonna lie, I think they're like, ugh. But they're cute. So this is to give you guys ideas, okay? If you've come across a candy that you like, that's adorable. Look how cute this is. Not so much as Santa Claus's. I don't know what's up with that. But these little guys, I got another one that has like the snowmen, you know. So look how cute. So just different things you can put in there. These I do like, and these are very cute. The carnival. Oh, this one has a round and the. Oh, I got it because I thought that they were all this kind, but that's so cute. So it's a variety. I got them for these. These guys are adorable. But again, you know, they are wrapped, so when you put them in there, they're not going to look as cute as if they were out of the package. But whatever it is, whatever candy you like. Of course, I don't need to talk about every candy in the world. You're going to need some foam or something to stab these guys into. This stuff is pretty expensive at the Dollar Tree. Obviously it's $1, but what I'm trying to say is if you find it somewhere else, it's usually a little more expensive, like you get it at a craft store. This one obviously is $1. Somebody poked it. This one is also $1, and you're going to get more bang for your buck from this one, right, than this little guy. But I did want to grab them both just to show you, because like something like this, all you have to do is shave it down a little bit. This one, you're going to have to cut it a little bit more. This is so you can put your skewers in. And then I grabbed, oh my gosh, look at these little shapes. That's why I grabbed these kind, because the little characters, I think they're cute. A few mugs. You know, like this one is more of a classic thing. A little deeper, a little different style. A little dusty in there. I'll have to wash these. I will take a minute to wash these in just a minute here. Then they have these little guys that they have every year. A little tighter in here, so you know your bouquet is gonna be really bunched out over here when on this kind of a mug. It just has a wider opening. And then they had a little snowman. This is the only one left. I was like, oh, so I got my little snowman. Again, whatever receptacle you want to put it in, this will all do the same. So what I'm going to do is wash these, and then we will get started with putting our skewers together, because that's basically the main part. And then you start arranging them, and it's that easy. They're like so cute. I'm telling you, every teacher who's gotten them or whatever, they're like, oh, this is so cute. You know, they love them. They love them. Put your Godiva chocolates on there, even better. Okay, let me clean it up a little bit here, and I'll be right back. So first thing, you know, you can do this after you make your skewers, but I like to do this kind of thing at the beginning. Whatever cup you have, maybe it's someone's favorite, like football team or baseball, whatever it is people do. I don't know. I just get these things and then, you know, kind of eyeball this. I'm going to cut it like here. I do want to reserve it. You can also use a knife. I'm just going to... Oh, sorry, you guys. That sounds horrible, huh? Okay, I'm going to keep cutting through this. I'll be right back. I spared you that. Now, if you want to leave this plastic on here, you definitely can do that, because honestly, this stuff gets everywhere. But that's up to you. Actually, I'll probably leave it on there for right now, just so I can shove it in here. That's what's nice about this flour foam, is that you can mess with it pretty good. I just want to see about how far in there. Okay, so I think I'm going to go ahead and pull it back out, but I'm going to take this out. I just didn't want to get my hand in there. Now, if you wanted to cover this to begin with some of that same, this stuff, or your tissue paper, of course, wrap it around there and then push it in there, because otherwise you're going to see all this, right? But I'm just going to leave it like that. And that's it. You're just pushing that in. If this ends up being too high later, we can carve it away. This stuff is really forgiving, and actually you can even push it further in. It just reacts really well. Okay, let me clean up these little bits, and then we'll move on to making our skewers. So, for that one, I'm going to use gold. Just because that one looks a little more serious, a little fancier, let's use some gold. Again, this could be tissue paper, doesn't matter. Alright, and my light here, it's still moving. All we're going to do is just cut squares, like, or rectangles, it doesn't matter. You want to cut circles, if you're good at that, go for it. I'm just going to cut a chunk of this. And honestly, it depends on what you're skewering, but I'm just doing this. That's probably about 6 inches maybe. And usually I go smaller than that, but for right now I'm just doing like a 6-inch band that I'm cutting right down. That was very satisfying, as they say. I'll do the same thing with the clear one. And basically we're just gonna cut these pieces. So like, maybe it's like a 6-inch square. Okay? Honestly, you can even just tear it. It doesn't matter, because by the time we wrap it around our little items, it's gonna be all crazy looking. How cool is that? Love it. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna cut some clear in some of these guys and have them ready. By the time I'm cutting these, they're not even straight anymore. But like, I just cut into that one, I'm just gonna pull it. It doesn't matter. The clear, it's really nice when you find cellophane that's like red or pink or see-through, you know, but the transparent. It just adds a lot to it. Okay, so I have some of those. I'm not really done with that, but let's just pretend. And let's do the main thing. I think the main one, I'll put one of these little guys. You're also gonna need tape. Sorry guys, I didn't mention that. So really easy. Something to put it in, the foam, right? Skewers, tape, candies, and this shiny stuff or tissue. I mean, like literally that's all you need. I'll get one of these guys since he is taller, and I'm probably gonna put him right. How far in will he go? That doesn't matter. Like about here. And then, you know, he's a little bit open. Let's close that up, a little exposed. And I was like, oh, that's one thing I didn't buy was tape. I also make little candy sleighs. It's been a tradition. And I don't know if you're familiar with those, but what that means is like, you can also hot glue or glue these on, but I'd rather not include something like that with a food product, but whatever you want to do. I make these little sleighs that you put them on a Kit Kat and you put the 2 little candy cans. This is a really old idea. Everyone, I mean, you've probably seen it before. Super cute. I make them every year. Last year, of course, we didn't get together, but hopefully I'll have it again this year. This one is quite a bit bigger than the other one, so I'm going to use this piece. And like I said, there's a silver side, there's a gold side. You can put 2 of them together back to back, and that way when you put it in, either way you look is like gold. Whatever it is that you want to do. And all I'm going to do is poke it in here. If yours doesn't have a little pokey, just, you know, make a hole with like an awl or a tool, like your spellbinder's tool, whatever, some kind of pokey tool. Just get in there. But I do have tape, what I was going to say, where was I, from before. So now you can put it right up to the guy, which if I did that, he's going to be all covered up. So I can bring it down a little bit, see where he's at, and just give this a twist. Okay, just a little bit of a twist. And now I'm going to take a little more tape. So I have this old Crafts Companion tape that I used to use all the time. The one that's supposed to be not so sticky, but it ends up being too sticky. So we have this little guy wrapped in the gold. Now, if you want to give a little more fluff, you can bring like a clear piece and it'll give it more fluff. And you could have taped those 2 together. I always keep them separate, so I don't know. Go ahead and do what you like. And this is literally all I'm going to do with everything, so let me show you. So we have this little guy. It doesn't look like much right now, but when we put it all together, it'll be very cute. Okay, we have that one, and let's say, you know, I want to use some of these guys. I don't know how I'm going to put the candy canes in here. Again, we have to mess with that. That guy's face is kind of messed up. How about this little buddy? Okay. He's kind of a little guy. I think I'm going to use one of the smaller skewers instead of cutting them down. And again, I'm just going to tape this on the back. And I'm going to leave it kind of up here. It's barely holding on, and that's fine because I was thinking about if I push it in further. Anyway, things move, so I want to give it some room. He's pretty small. What I'm going to do is cut some smaller, well, let's see what happens. Again, these are like 6-inch squares. He's just so little, you know? That's fine. Okay, tape, and then I'll put a clear one, tape, and I'm going to do that with every candy that I would like to use. Just put it on a skewer, wrap this around it, okay? And I'll be right back. Just playing along here, and I just want to show you that usually I try to make them so that they're like symmetrical, one side and the other. So, which doesn't really matter. You can do whatever you like, of course. But like I use these 2 reds, so like the little snowman, I made another one of the little snowman chocolate, and I just do it that way, but whatever it is that you like to do. I was gonna say there's other ways of making these. Some people use like the whole big candy boxes, like you use boxes of candy to make like a square. You put the flour foam in there, and then you put other candies in there, like a whole candy bar. It's okay. It's kind of bulky. I think this is just cute because it's cute and sweet. And then, you know, if you make the mug the actual gift, you know, your mug could be whatever it is that you want to actually give that person. And it's super adorable. Okay, I'll keep working and I'll be right back. Oh, you can still adjust these later, so don't worry. Like if you're like, oh no, his face is covering, you can adjust it. For now, this is all the pieces that I'm gonna do. So we have like this guy's gonna be like in the middle, maybe these guys towards the back sticking out, maybe these taller ones, and then however we want to do it, right? So we have all our pieces. I think I'm gonna carve away a little of this. I'm gonna take it to my what's it called? To my trash can and just kind of carve away a little bit of this. That way I can get some of these, you know, like I said, I like to put two, so we'll see. I think I can probably just shove them in, but I don't want to end up breaking. Actually, I can. Okay. I kind of want them shoved in a fun way like this, you know? Again, it's fun foam stuff or whatever, flour foam, it's not fun foam. That might be okay. Alright, well then let's just start. I haven't done one of these in a while, so let's see what happens. So like I said, I usually start off with the guy that I want kind of to be in the center. And we'll push them all down later, but for now I just want to make sure that's not looking too shabby. You know what? I am going to cover this. No. Okay, I'm going to pull this guy out. I just haven't made these in a long time, and whenever I put this in a vase, I cover it with that same shiny paper, and so obviously a vase is see-through, but what you see in there is the shiny paper and it looks nice. So I think I'm going to do that for this because otherwise it's just going to look really bare. So I'm going to go pull this out since I shoved it in there really nicely. I'm going to like pick it out and then I'll be right back. That wasn't too bad. I just got a pair of tongs and I pulled it out because I had left that plastic on there. So yeah, I do want to cover it, and maybe I'll cover it with the red. Why not? So what I'm going to do is cut a pretty good square of this red. Sorry it's out of frame, but you know. I'll show it to you in just a second. We just want to make sure we have enough for that to go on and get pushed down in there. So since I didn't measure this or anything, it's probably like a 12, 18 inch square. And now I can get rid of this piece of fluff because I don't need it at this point. And if it's too much, you know, we can trim it down. So that might be too much. Let's see what happens once it's down in here. That's the ticket. And like I said, we can trim it down, so it's not a big deal. Alright. Yeah, so it's a little bit much, so what I'm going to do is just take my scissors and cut this down. So maybe, you know, you guys can just try this out at home. Depends on your mug and it depends on how big the square is that you're shoving in there. I'll cut that a little nicer. A little bit straighter. Okay. Now, I guess since the mug is like this, again, one going one way, one going the other, and if I need to later, I'll adjust them if I need to bring them up higher or however. Okay, that is better. And then we're going to put this guy in the center. Again, not too far in. These guys, I did put them on longer skewers because I knew I was probably going to shove them in a little bit further. Cute. And then again, we can make some sprigs. There's some of these that are just the pretty stuff, right? Just the foil. I mean, look at how that looks already. We can make some that's just the foil and the curling ribbon just as fillers. But normally I start with the candy and then I go to that. So I'll put this little guy down in front. Put his little friend also down in front. His little twinsy right in there. And then we have these little snowmen. Again, I have two of each, so I'll still put the second one, even though one snowman will probably look just fine. And I want you to see what this looks like, because it's already building up. I mean, that's it. That's the candy I was going to do. Look how cute, you guys. I think it's cute. Again, just the right amount of excess and super cuteness. So what I'm gonna do is, actually, I mean, that's pretty full. Usually what I'll do, maybe like back in here, I'll get some of these guys that are just gonna be filler. So again, I'm just gonna cut some gold squares and some clear squares, and I'll be right back. The glare, I know it looks horrible. So this guy, I mean, this doesn't matter. We're just cutting, and I have two. And you can even put them both on the same stick at the same time. You know how I did them separately earlier. But let's say, you know, put this one, and then basically we're just gonna wrap it on here. So I am still gonna keep mine separate. But if you want to put them both, like I said, wrap them together at the same time. So let's do that. We're literally just making little sticks, okay, that are gonna have decoration to them. And as far as the curling ribbon, you can just tie it on here. You could have tied it to the very top of that and then done it. What should we use? Let's use red, since we use red on the outside, and we'll bring some red in. I am hooked again. You know, it's so funny. And now that I think about it, it was right at the beginning of all that Ray Dunn stuff, because I remember buying some mugs and I had no idea anything about it. And that's how I did, like, Dorian's teacher's gifts. And later on I was like, oh, I guess that was a good deal. Like, those. I just thought they were cute. But anyway, okay, so let's say we have that. And let's just tie it on, and then we'll curling ribbon it. Oh, come on. I didn't say this part was easy, but it is pretty easy. We're just gonna make a knot. Come on, buddy. Did I get it? Oh, I think I did. I couldn't tell. Again, I can just do it that way. You don't have to make a knot, but by this point you can just knot it since it's already on there and you got it. But we're just adding fillers. I probably will do one more candy right in the front, and I know I didn't use these little circular ones, so maybe I'll do that. One of these guys, because, ooh, I almost dropped this off the table. Just right in here, just to separate that up, since we have 2 and 2. Just one more right in the front. But these guys, so I'll just make a ton of these, and then you just take them and put them wherever you think they should go, you know, to make it look more full. And like I can see, I need one probably in here. Okay. And he's just there with his little curling ribbon. Didn't I say I was going to use red? I did say that, but guess what? I went with gold. Oh well. Okay, so I'll continue making a few more of these and then making one more for the front. Put that one in the front. That's going to be extra special. It's going to also have some curling ribbon, and this time I will make it red. Why not? I honestly wish I had made the other ones red, but that's okay. We stuck with the more traditional, or even this green actually, but let's go with red since we used that outside. Where did that come from? I don't know. Okay. So, look at the little rocking horse. Cute. So yeah, no, definitely, you know, I just haven't picked up the Christmas candy because we're barely finishing up the Halloween candy, and I was like, other than the Grinch ones, I was like, no, I can't bring more candy to the house right now. Let me get rid of that little overhang there. Okay. Again, we're going to turn that and fix it to wherever it is that we need that to be. Oh, you guys, I got my booster on, when was that, yesterday? So this is Wednesday, and I feel fine. People were asking me because I had Instagrammed it, so I was like, oh, of course I'll talk about it in a video. Yeah, everything's good. Just a little bit of a sore arm, but that's done with, so perfect. Okay, so there's that. Hope you guys are all staying well and healthy and be able to visit with family and bring cute gifts like this. All right, let's try this again. There we go. And I'm just going to get it close to the tape. Okay. Love curling ribbon. It's just going, that's the fun part. I was gonna say, unless you let it go, which, look at, of course. What's going on? Everything was great. Okay. Perfect timing. Gotta go pick up the kids, and this is it. So I'm gonna take this one and put it right down in the front as well as I can, past all this other stuff that's already here. Don't want to poke in. There we go. And I do have it facing down because this thing is packed, you guys. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I'll be doing both mugs today because it's a little bit early in the season. I just wanted you guys to have the idea and have them to get ready, you know? But maybe I'll follow up and show you at least the other ones when I work on them because it's the same thing. You would just do the same thing. Just shove the floral foam in there and then just build up your little guy. Now, like I said, that one has a more wide opening. I don't know how to explain it because you think, I mean, it's just a little bit wider. But this one's kind of tight, so you're going to poke your stuff in like this so that way you can get all these goodies in there. But I love the filler. I mean, everything's so fun. Super cute. Of course, adjust it to however you like. Maybe put a hot cocoa packet on there with like other things that would go along with that. See, I told you it was perfect timing. All right, guys. I'm going to go pick up Dorian. But I'll have some images for you. I mean, I love making these. So much fun. And again, you can use tissue paper. I would just make sure, obviously with this is see-through so you can see the candy still. Tissue paper is a little bit different, so you're going to have to make the sticks taller, like your candy much higher than where the tissue paper starts wrapping around, you know what I'm saying? But super cute. If I don't say so myself, I might pull these up a little bit higher in the back. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. That was a fun Freeform Friday blast from the past for me. All right, I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye now.